now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So what are these mutations? Mutations are any wanted or unwanted changes in the structure of DNA, and what all causes this mutation? Mutations can be caused because of variety of reasons. For example, it can be an addition. For example, if suppose I'll just make a sequence of DNA here, A, T, G, C, A, or G, T, okay, and in between a new base, it occurs, or two or three new bases, a new DNA strand comes and joins here, T comes here and G comes here. What will happen? An addition of DNA or a new piece of DNA gets attached in between or in the end, it will lead to the change in the reading pattern. Why is this reading pattern so very important? We'll study in the next chapter. In the next chapter, when we study about DNA transcription, translation, and genetic code, you will study that if suppose any change in this, any one or two even nucleotides add or they get deleted, then it can lead to the change in the reading pattern of the DNA. And if the reading pattern of the DNA changes, the type of RNA it will form, the type of proteins that will be formed from this RNA will also change. Okay, so this is what is known as addition. And if suppose I'm saying deletion, what will happen in deletion? If suppose a piece of DNA gets deleted, again what will happen? The sequence of reading will change. So addition, deletion, and even in case even a single nucleotide polymorphism. What is single nucleotide polymorphism? Suppose I'll just complete the sequence like this. If instead of G, any other nucleotide, not naturally G was present at this fourth location, instead of G, any other nucleotide comes and takes its place, what will happen? This will be a point mutation, and such a point mutation can also lead to many severe diseases, like as we'll study in sickle cell anemia. A single point mutation results in such a severe disease. So mutations can be of various types: addition, deletion, inversion. Fine. Then, like single nucleotide polymorphism, any changes in this DNA may lead to a disease condition. Because ultimately, what will happen if the proper nucleotide sequence is not there? DNA leads to the formation of RNA. Once the DNA is of incorrect type, the incorrect type of RNA will be formed, and this RNA results in the formation of codes for the production of protein. So even the wrong type of proteins will be formed, and proteins carry out all the functions of our body. They control all the functions of our body. So if the wrong protein is formed, like in case of sickle cell anemia, the sickling of RBCs occurs. Why do they become sickle shaped? Because the type of protein that is being produced because of changes in the sequence of DNA is of a incorrect type. And this incorrect type of protein, when it forms the hemoglobin molecule, when it forms gets associated in an RBC, the shape of the RBC changes. Okay, so that is why we need to understand what is the importance of mutation in carrying out all these disorders. Now we'll study about what are the different types of disorders, that is the genetic disorder. The first type of disorder that we'll take up is the chromosomal disorders. In chromosomal disorders also, the first subcategory we will take up is autosomal abnormalities. Okay, so what are these autosomal abnormalities? The changes in the DNA sequence, or the abnormalities, the improper DNA which is present in the autosomes. So if the DNA of the autosome changes, it can lead to a variety of disorders. And what are these disorders? What are those autosomal abnormalities? Let us discuss about the first autosomal abnormality. Just a minute. Okay. First autosomal disorder abnormality is Down syndrome. Just give me a minute, Peter. So first was Down syndrome. Now what happens in Down syndrome? First of all, what is Down syndrome? It is an autosomal disorder. It is an autosomal aneuploidy. Okay, not now. What do you mean by autosomal aneuploidy? Can you tell me what is aneuploidy? I'll explain further autosomal aneuploidy. I'll give you one more hint here. 21st trisomy. What do you mean by 21st trisomy? Trisomy means the number of chromosomes is occurring more than 2. We know that the homologous chromosomes are 2. If the number of homologous chromosomes are more than 2, that is trisomy of which autosome? The 21st autosome. Here we are talking about autosomal disorders. We are not considering the X and Y chromosomes. We are talking about the disorders being caused because of autosomes. So autosomes, if suppose the 21st autosome becomes triple, okay, and why would 21st chromosome becomes triple? Can you tell me why 21st autosome can become triple? Yes. Why does 21st chromosome becomes triple? It can be because of non-disjunction. What is non-disjunction? If suppose, let us see what happens during meiosis. Now, during meiosis, what happens? If suppose this is one cell and these are homologous chromosomes, or let's make 4 chromosomes so that it becomes easier. It will be difficult to make 46 chromosomes here. So if suppose it has these 4 chromosomes, and while separation was occurring, ideally what should happen after meiosis? After meiosis, what will happen? They are, how many daughter cells will be formed? One cell will produce, first obviously duplication will take place, but the daughter cells that will be formed will have half the number of chromosomes. Why would they have half the number of chromosomes? Because from each homologous chromosome, first one chromosome will come and then the sister chromatids, and this is what happens at the end. 4 daughter cells are formed which have got half the number of chromosome as the parental cell. Now if while the cells were homologous chromosomes were separating, now one of the homologous pair fails to separate. They say, we will not separate. We will either go together, live together, or die together. Okay. So now what happens if suppose such a thing, these were the homologous chromosomes which said, okay, we will not separate. There's nothing that can separate us. So what will happen after the first meiotic division? Let us see. After the first meiotic division, only this chromosome along with its sister chromatid will come here. These two are very genuine ones. They are separating. Okay, I'll draw them with a separate color so that it becomes easy for you to see. These were the first homologous pair and this was the second homologous pair. These two, they separated, but these two decided we will not separate. We will go together in one chromosome, in one gamete formation. So what will become the condition of the gametes here? One will have, that is, this is only meiosis 1. Okay, after meiosis 1, one cell will have 1 chromosome and the other will have 3 chromosomes. Otherwise, ideally it should have 1 and 2 chromosomes. Now what will happen after meiosis 2? After meiosis 2, what will happen? Let us draw the condition here. 2 cells will be formed having only 1 chromosome and 2 cells will be formed having 3 chromosomes. Yes or no? Because meiosis 2 is simply an equational division, simply like mitosis. So only the sister chromatids will separate and the type of cells that will be formed after meiosis will be of these four types. Okay, so now if suppose this gamete fuses with any normal gamete, what will be the condition present in that person? How many chromosomes will, if this gamete fuses with any other gamete, I'll just draw it here. A normal gamete and an abnormal gamete. When they fuse with one another, what will be the condition in the offspring? The condition in the offspring will be Obviously, 1 will come. And here 1, 2, and 3. Trisomy of this chromosome is occurring. 1 for each normal gamete, 1 for first homologous pair, and 2 for the second homologous pair. All are coming together. When they fuse together, this chromosome number becomes normal, but the number of each chromosome becomes abnormal. Trisomy occurs. They become 3 in number. This is how a disease like Down syndrome occurs, that is trisomy of the 21st chromosome. Write down the symptoms of Down syndrome. Down syndrome is also known as Mongolism. It is also known as Mongolism. Why is it called as Mongolism? Because you've seen Chinese, you have seen Japanese, and what type of a face they have. Their eyelids are very, very small. Okay, so the Mongolian characters are there in the person who's suffering from Mongolism. Doesn't mean all Chinese are suffering from Mongolism. Let's not say that. Okay, so but they have certain characters like the Mongols. Okay, so let's write down the characteristics of Down syndrome. The first characteristic is rounded face. Second characteristic, they have a broad forehead. Third is they have a permanently open mouth and a protruding tongue. तो बेटा these characteristics can also come. कई बार characteristic देके आपसे disease पूछ लिया जाता है, कभी disease देके आपको उसके characteristics पूछ लिया जाता है, and then cause of the disease is asked. So open mouth with protruding tongue, projecting upper lip, short neck, flat hands, short, what did I tell you? Okay, short neck, flat hands with small fingers and many loops on the fingertips. Many loops on the fingertips.
Ma'am?
One more. Yes. Yes, Aditya?
And that tongue one, can you again explain?
What?
You said one word like tongue. So can you explain that term?
Tongue, furrowed tongue. That means it has a deep furrow, deep cavity in the center. Our tongues do, like when we see the tongue, a tongue has a small furrow. Yes, when we see our tongue, it has a small furrow. A very deep furrow is present in the center of the tongue in case of Mongolism. Okay, so furrowed tongue with a deep furrow, deep cavity present in the center. Okay, next is the very important character is they have broad palm with palmar crease. Palmar crease. That is specific type of line, specific type of, we have all these lines, but they have specific types of lines, crease, way of folding the hands. So that is a typical characteristics of Mongolism. So they have a typical type of a palmar crease which runs all across the palm. We don't have any line which is running all across, specific lines which are running all across the palm, but everybody who's suffering from Mongolism has a specific type of a line which runs across the palm. Okay, and they have Mongolian type eyelids, small eyelids like those Chinese and Japanese. So they have Mongolian type of eyelid. Now these are all physical features. What is the problem? Even if a person suffers from Down syndrome, slightly changes in the physical features? No. The main problem comes, they lack intelligence. Okay, so these people they lack intelligence and may have defective heart and other glands. Sometimes the heart and other glands may also be defective. That is why it becomes very, very problematic. Okay, even sometimes the gonads, that is the male and female reproductive structures, may also not be properly formed. So that is why this disease becomes very, very problematic for them. And because it is an autosomal disease, just remember, Down syndrome is an autosomal recessive disease. What does it mean? If that is, the disease is caused only, expresses only itself in the recessive character, and trisomy will occur, only then it will express itself, otherwise it will not express it. 21st chromosome is present 2 in number, it will not cause the disease. Only when trisomy of 21st chromosome will be there, it will cause the disease. Okay, so ideally we should not use the word recessive or dominant. for Down syndrome. We'll simply say it's a trisomy of 21st chromosome. Okay, then we come to the next type of disorders, that is sex chromosomal disorders. Yes, Peter? Yes?
After rounded face, what you said?
I didn't get you. Palmar crease? Yes? Rounded head after... Yeah, I told you they have a rounded face, they have a broad forehead, they have a permanently open mouth with protruding tongue. Okay? They have a projecting lower lip and furrowed tongue. Okay? Yes, Rajan? Yes, Rajan? Ma'am, please unmute Rajan. Yes, Rajan?
Autosomal aneuploidy means? Autosomal.
Aneuploidy, what do you mean by autosomal? Is that clear? Now we can have two terms, that is aneuploidy and polyploidy. Okay, what do you mean by the ploidy? Means the number of chromosomes. Okay, ploidy, for example, we use the term haploid. What does haploid means? The ploidy is one type, that is n number of chromosomes. Okay, if suppose we use the word diploid, we mean, by diploid we mean 2n number of chromosomes. And in this diploid condition, if this diploid condition is short by one or excessive by one chromosome, we call this condition as aneuploidy. That is, apart from the normal diploid condition, one chromosome is either extra or it is short. Okay, so in this case, one chromosome is extra. So we call it as aneuploidy, one chromosome extra apart from the normal diploid condition. 46 plus 1 condition is found in these organisms, in the people who are suffering from Down syndrome, because 21st chromosome is triple. Okay, is this in clear, Rajan?
Yes.
Okay, anybody else? Any other doubt, Rajan? Okay, then let's quickly proceed to sex chromosomal abnormalities. We'll talk about the, we have discussed, there's only one important disease related to autosomal abnormalities. That is, in chromosomal abnormalities regarding autosomes, there is one disease. Regarding sex chromosome, there are a number of diseases. So next we'll start about sex chromosomal abnormalities. Okay, and in sex chromosomal abnormalities, the first abnormality we'll study about is Turner syndrome. Turner syndrome. Okay, so what is Turner syndrome? What Turner syndrome, as the name suggests, it was first discovered by Turner in 1938. That is why he gave the name of this disease as Turner syndrome. And what happens in Turner syndrome? It is formed by the union of an allosome-free egg with a normal X sperm of a normal egg. Okay, or a normal egg. First of all, what do you mean by an allosome-free egg? Allosome-free egg means an egg, that is the female gamete, which has 22 plus 0 condition. Ideally, what is the condition of all female eggs? The condition of all female egg is 22 plus X. But if suppose because of non-disjunction, the two X chromosomes did not separate from one another. Okay, so what happens during meiosis in such female, the parents of such children, the egg, this is 44 plus XX. So this is the normal mother cell, that is megaspore mother cell is there. It will form, the gametes that will be formed will be 22 plus XX or 22 plus 0. Okay, so the X chromosomes are not separating. Both the X chromosome come in one egg and no X chromosome goes to the other egg. Okay, now if suppose this egg fuses with another male gamete. So these are what? These are female gametes. If suppose a male gametes come, this which has got 22 plus X condition, and the fusion takes place between these two gametes, then what will happen? What type of a condition will be present in the organism that will be formed, the child that will be formed? 44 plus X0 or 44 plus only 1X. What will this result in? This will result in a female with Turner syndrome. Okay, so that means the although because X chromosome is there, the child will develop into a female child, but that female child, the proper development of all the reproductive parts will not take place, and such females will be sterile females. They will not be able to produce eggs and give birth to offspring. So it will result in the formation of sterile females. Okay, so is it clear? Yes.
Ma'am, what happens if the male gamete fuses with 22 plus XX?
If the male gamete, yes.
Fuses with 22 plus XX.
Okay. If suppose, yes, that's a very nice question. If suppose instead the male gamete, because male gametes can be of two types. Okay. So if the another male gamete is 22 plus Y. Yes. This is what you are asking, Aditya. Female gamete and this is the male gamete. What will be the condition in this offspring? The offspring will have the condition of Y and 0. Yes, is this your question? Just raise your hand if yes. Saying yes. This is your question? So obviously, this is not your question. Ma'am, please unmute Aditya.
Ma'am, my question was that like you have shown with 0, 1.
Yes.
Like if the male gamete fuses with first one.
I got a question. Okay, let me complete this one because this is something also you should know, that if suppose 22 plus 0 and the other male gamete that is coming is having Y chromosome, then what will happen? The condition will be 44 plus Y0, and such males are unviable. They cannot survive. So such child, the moment that such a zygote is formed and the child start developing, that child dies, and such children are never born. Okay, so only females that have only one X chromosome can be formed, can be given birth to, but these are sterile females. No males can be born with only Y and no X chromosome. They are non-viable. And now, Aditya, your question, you're saying if this was fusing with this, ma'am, we got this condition, fine. We got the condition that, okay, we got the condition of 0 and here was X. We got the condition of X0, that is we studied about Down syndrome. Okay, now what happens to this egg? If suppose this egg fuses with a sperm, let us see what will happen. Let us make this egg here, female gamete. I'm showing it with here 22 plus X chromosome, and I'm drawing the two type of male gametes here. Let us see what happens in both the condition. 22 plus X and 22 plus Y condition. So these are the two types of male gametes or the sperms. Let us see what will be the condition in first case. In first case, the condition will be 22 plus XXX, and such a condition is known as super females. Such organisms, such females, obviously XXX hai, so they'll develop as females, but such females will be called as super females. And what is the characteristics of super females? Although they are not very different from normal females, but yes, they generally attain a very larger, much greater height in comparison to normal females, and then they are normally fertile. They are fertile. They have a taller height and they have more aggressive behavior. This is all. Even your books do not explain much characteristics of super female as such. In this point, this topic is not there. But even in refreshers, too many characteristics. I search on net also for super females, but the only characteristics I could get of super females is they have normal fertility, they have a taller height, and they have a more aggressive behavior. That's it. Okay, so they develop into a super female. Now let us see if suppose this gamete it goes and fuses with this Y chromosome. What will be the condition in the child? The condition in the child will be 22 plus, or sorry, why I'm writing 22, 44. 44 plus XXY. Now, what is this condition known as? What is this condition known as? This is the condition which we'll discuss in the next topic, that is after Down syndrome. The second disease that we'll discuss is the Klinefelter syndrome. Because of Y chromosome, the child develops into a male child, but it has many feminine characters because of the presence of extra X chromosome. Okay, so this results in a disease which is known as the Klinefelter syndrome. And this is the disease, or not a disease, but the condition which results in super females. Okay, so is this in clear? Now Klinefelter syndrome कैसे develop होता है तो वे आप साथ ही साथ discuss हो गया है, right? That is 2 X chromosome and one Y chromosomes comes together and develops a male child. Let us write down the characteristics of such a male child. Please write down the first characteristics. Yes.
Ma'am, if this female is fertile, right?
Yes.
So, ma'am, if this like the gamete from super female and a normal like gamete is fused, so what would be the F1 progeny?
But see, in this case, the egg which will be produced, one of the egg will have 2 X chromosome, one will have normal X chromosome, 1 X chromosome. If suppose it fuses with normal Y chromosome, it can result in Klinefelter syndrome also. But so that means they have a normal fertility, but the child can be subjected to many diseases because of the unique combination or trisomy of the X chromosome present in them. Okay, they themselves will be normal. Their children they'll give birth to children normally, but those children can suffer from genetic diseases. Okay, is this in clear, Aditya? So now Klinefelter syndrome, we were writing down the characteristics of males having Klinefelter syndrome. The first is they are sterile males. The males are sterile. Sometimes the word used for them are also feminized males. They have underdeveloped testes. They suffer from mental retardation. They have a special condition known as knock knees, K-N-O-C-K, knock knees. That is the special condition of the knees, a more swollen condition of the knees that is present. Then they have long limbs, high feminine pitched voice. The pitch of males and females is different. So in them, the femininity comes in their voice, that is the pitch of the voice changes. And last is they may suffer from enlarged breasts. So mammary gland development, breast development may take place in such males. Okay, so this was Klinefelter syndrome. Side by side, we have also discussed super females also. So the second type of chromosomal disorder is also completed when we do this chart. The only thing left which is not there in your NCERT is super males. Now, how will super males be caused? If suppose by chance, although this is a very rare condition, that along with, yes, Aditya?
Ma'am, you tell one feature knock, like, can you again speak?
I didn't get you.
Ma'am, like you said once word, na, like knock, something like that.
Okay, just a minute. Just give me a minute. Okay, so I told you one very special feature which is present in this males. I'll give you the proper definition because this definition is not given in your books.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is known as knock knees. Please write down about knock knees. It is an angular deformity of the knees. It is an angular deformity of the knees. Okay, so we will not write down more about it. I'll just explain you. See here, if suppose these are the knees portion and these are the 2 legs. Now, how do we stand? We stand erect like this. यहाँ पे knees, एक cap portion को आप knees मान लो. Okay, दोनों legs की knees है. and we can stand erect like this. But the people who are suffering from knock-knees disorder, how do they stand? They stand like this. They cannot stand erect because of the specific angular deformation. They stand like this. Okay, so that is a knock-knee deformation. Okay, which is seen in case of Klinefelter syndrome. Wait, there's a chat message here.